Hi guys, how you all doing? Happy Pleiadian lineup. Oh, my music didn't start. There we go. So today is November 15th, the first day of the Pleiadian lineup. From the 15th to the 20th, we will be in a position to connect with the Pleiadians in such a way that it is just intense. They're said to do special projects, special missions. Walk-in souls may come in at this time and connect with you. You're supposed to be coming from a place of unconditional love and service to others, so keep yourself mindful when interacting with other people. The Pleiadian lineup is basically just a supercharged time of manifesting and connecting and healing with the Pleiadian consciousness. I found this information years ago when I was awakening and trying to figure out if I was a starseed or if I was crazy. And I typed in all these different things into Google, and finally this one random thing, I put my birth date because I got on the Taurus connection, and I put in Pleiadian, and I was brought to Lavendar's website. And Lavendar had this whole thing written up about the Pleiadian lineup and how she had stumbled upon it with all the synchronicity. Every single person she met and was guided to ask their birth date for months, became hundreds and hundreds of people. She had a book she was writing it down in. They were all born within the lineup, which happens in November and May, between the 15th and the 20th, the height of it being the 17th, 18th, and 19th. My whole life, I've told people I was born on the 18th. I was due on the 17th, born on the 18th, a minute away from the 19th. And so when I went to Lavendar's website and I'm reading about the Pleiadian lineup and the special missions and the special projects and the dates, and I saw May 15th through the 20th with the 17, 18, and 19 in red, it was one of those final confirmations for me that was like, oh, okay. And so then I got my starseed marking reading with her to get full confirmation, because even if you're born in the lineup, it doesn't necessarily mean you have the markings. And if you're not born in the lineup, you could have the markings because of the way our astrology is and all the houses and things like that. So each house has markings, and each of the signs and things like that correlate to something different. And when she reads this, she'll tell you, like, this degrees is connected to, for me, I had Atlantean stuff, I had the mark of the healer, the mark of being able to work with crystals, tons of stuff like that, tons of cool information. So I always recommend people to get a reading with Lavendar if they're still wondering about themselves. I also do readings. I don't do the astrology aspect of it, but I do channeled readings. And so if someone were to ask me to focus on certain questions, I get the answers that way. And a lot of times, even if they're just open to receive whatever comes through, because you don't have to have questions to get a reading, they will tell the person where they've been and, the different star markings about them, I guess you could put it like that. So basically, those are different ways you could find out more about your markings and your ancestry. But back to the lineup. So the lineup, again, this is a time everything is amplified, everything is magnified. The energies are coming in to cleanse us. They're coming in as like a detox, a spiritual bath. And a lot of people are having some effects. And so there's many people out there who know that it's the Pleiadian lineup and they're not doing anything about it. And sometimes those people are kind of oblivious to what's going on around them, and why they feel the way they feel. And basically, I think if you are having adverse effects, like if you're having nausea, upset stomach, if you're tired, if you've got like flu-like symptoms, it could be that you're holding on to something in resistance to change. You're not letting that cleanse come through. And so take this opportunity, knowing that it's the Pleiadian lineup, to go within and ask, what am I holding on to? What is this pain connected to? What is this discomfort connected to? If you've got ringing in your ears, figure out why. And you have all the answers inside of you. So just go sit in quiet time and allow and see what comes through. use this time to manifest as well. Set your intention every day. I've been manifesting like crazy. It's really cool. So if you want to amplify things into your life, think about what it is you want to bring in, and then ask your emissaries and your masters to show you or to bring it to you. And that's all I've been doing lately. Is I just say, "Show me," and boom, there it is. So make sure you're taking advantage of this time to manifest all the good stuff in your life. If you're feeling those effects, like this morning I was nauseous, so I went to my healing space and connected with some crystals. I took a shower and just went into my head and asked to figure out what it was connected to, and so I'm still working on that, still figuring out what I need to let go of, and then letting it go. But just you taking that time to connect and say, hey, I'm willing to work on this, the symptoms kind of decrease and go away. You could also ask the emissaries to come in and relieve you of any of that you're feeling, but that's kind of like a shortcut. The best way to do it is to figure out what it's attached to, go within and work through it. Or you could just say, hey, get rid of this for me, and it will come back tenfold next time. So eventually you're going to have to face it and deal with it. So baby steps. Start working on the little stuff and start making some positive changes, and things will get better. For those of you who are feeling awesome, who are connected, who are releasing everything and in flow with this lineup, share that energy with others. Again, amplify your intention, your manifestations, and be in service to others, because you're going to be having those walk-in souls coming in and testing you. Make sure you're doing what you're supposed to. No judgment, no anger, no bad feelings towards people, and don't let the appearances fool you, because there's going to be like little tests. Obviously don't walk down into a dark alley with someone thinking, oh, this is a test. But if somebody approaches you and tells you something crazy about themselves, try to come from a place of unconditional love. And that's basically it. Be in service to others and shine that light. Let that energy ripple out. There's been a huge message about co-creation coming through. I channeled a whole post on my Divine Essentials page connected to this, so it tells you about the flu-like symptoms and things like that. It tells you about how to deal with that. But it also I forget, what was it? I forget what I was saying. The post is about how to feel. Oh, being in service to others and co-creation. So right now the big message is coming up, co-creation. If you are a light worker, if you're a healer, start working with others and share your gifts together. Use each other's strengths to assist each other so that you can create even more together. I've seen that message come up several times over the past week in different readings and discussions, and other people's stuff that I've just seen even posted on Facebook. So that's a big message coming through right now. Be in service, co-create with your fellow light workers, amplify the intention, and just ripple it out there. And so I was gonna do a short meditation, but I think I will wait until we're in the height of the lineup to do that. I'm also offering some specials in connection to the Pleiadian lineup. So for the rest of the month, you still have the opportunity to either get an hour-long channeled healing session, hands-on, with me channeling for all different reasons. We could connect with the Pleiadians, we could do inner child work, goddess energy, all the different star beings, the Lyrans. We could connect for abundance or healing. I'm also offering the Kotokuna Carpe Rite, which is the energy of the 7 sisters, the 7 stars of the Pleiades, downloaded into each of the chakras. This is a shamanic rite from Peru, and it's ancient. It has been passed down for a long time, and basically what we're doing is creating lines of energy from each chakra to the corresponding star. Alcyon is connected to the crown and new beginnings, and we would go through the rest and bring in all the energy for each of those chakras, and it will amplify your ability to create, your ability to know like who you are, what you're supposed to be doing, your mission, your purpose, giving you more power, more unconditional love, and allowing you to speak your truth, to see, to know, to remember, all of that. And that I'm actually doing for $33. The hour healing, if you wanted to have an hour of healing focused in any direction, that's $44. And I live in Halifax, Massachusetts, so if you're not nearby, I'm also offering an hour reading where it's automatic writing, and you can either send me questions that you'd like to ask the emissaries of light. Usually when I connect with the emissaries of light. You can either ask questions, or you could say I'm open to receive. And when that happens, typically different types of beings come in. Sometimes the 12th dimensional avians, sometimes the Lyrans, sometimes the Sirians, sometimes dolphin consciousness. All different stuff comes through and delivers messages. And usually when people say they're open to receive, it will be about your stuff in your past. So if you are interested in learning about your star origins, that usually comes through in my readings. And other than that, that's $44 also. So basically I write it, take pictures, and email it to you. And you can either ask questions or just be open to receive. That's usually $77, as well as the hour-long channeling healing session. Those are usually $77. They're just $44 for the month. And the Kota Kuna Carpe Rite, unfortunately, can only be done in person, and that is $33. So I hope you all have a beautiful Pleiadian lineup, and I will probably create a meditation either on the 17th or 18th to share in the height of the lineup. I may do one beforehand just so that people can kind of jumpstart and kickstart that energy. So if that's something you'd like to see, let me know in the comments. And other than that, have a wonderful time. Oh yeah, don't forget to work with crystals. So Labradorite is amazing to connect with. I am like full on addicted to Labradorite. Like, I have the phone plugged in right now, but I have to show you. So under my Reiki table, I have huge Labradorite pieces, but there's the heart and the other piece. Then I have the wands that are Labradorite. And this is the Labradorite big place. So over here we got the big pieces of the dolphins and all the Labradorite. Then we got the big piece. I got all these little guys. And then another big monster. And so that's my Labradorite altar of sorts. And I have Labradorite all over the place. But this is the new healing room. And this is where I do all my fancy stuff. Oh yeah. I even wear Labradorite as a necklace. I have several of those. Another there. So Labradorite at this time, you also want to be using some sort of cleansing stuff. So I always use Florida water. This stuff is awesome. Like if you put crystals on people's bodies in a session, or you just want to cleanse your crystal, I take the Florida water, which is awesome. They use it in Peru. The shamans use it. Like they spit it into fires. They use it in healing sessions. They do all types of things with it. It smells so good. It is like, everybody I hug is like, what is that smell? So this, I put in the spray bottle. If I place crystals on someone's body, I just spray the crystal directly. Doesn't do anything bad to it, just cleanses it. I have a link on my website for this too at Pleiadianessentials.com. And another thing that is great is Palo Santo. So Palo Santo, you can either get in the stick form or you could spray. I have made myself a spray because I make all different types of stuff with essential oils. But the sticks look something like this. This is after you burn it. They usually come full size. Anytime you're going to do any work during the Pleiadian lineup, open sacred space by going to the 4 directions. I usually start in the south and connect and ask the winds to come in from the south, then the west, then the north and the east, and then I go to Mother Earth, to the Great Spirit, and I call all of those in before doing any work, and I use the smoke to cleanse that space. And if you don't like smoke, which this smells so much better than sage, I love this stuff. This is like all I'll use. I even went out and bought essential oil, Palo Santo, and make sprays. So you can put the Palo Santo into a spray bottle and spray the directions. You can spray people you work on, you can spray yourself. Cleanse all the negative stuff. This will assist that transformative effect of the Pleiadian lineup. And so we said Labradorite. I've also been connecting with Amethyst this month. I think it is in connection to the lineup. So if you get Amethyst, it will assist you in connecting with the Ascended Masters and to see more clairvoyantly. And I've also been called for the protection stones. So protection stones are anything that look like these black ones, the pyrite, obsidian. That's a little piece of obsidian. These would be good too to help you. Those are fossils. Tektite is a very out of this world type of stone. It's black. We have obsidian pieces. Those will also help you. And obsidian will take anything negative from you, absorb it into the stone, and take it away from you. So you could sit with a piece of obsidian on you with that intention to remove all the negative stuff, or use it on somebody in a healing session to remove all the negative stuff. Then after a little while, take it away, cleanse it. And you can cleanse it with the Palo Santo or Florida water, and then it's good. So those are some of the stuff. I know there was, Moldavite is great to connect with at this time. It is another kind of out of this world crystal that's really good for connecting with the Pleiadian lineup. I actually use Moldavite incense as well, and I have Moldavite oil somewhere. Could be in this little box. So Moldavite again is something that really assists me when I do channeling, or whenever I do connection with the Pleiadians. And it's not in here, but you can get some somewhere. So I hope you all have a beautiful Pleiadian lineup, and if you have any questions, let me know. And if you're interested in receiving a reading or healing, you can message me. My website's PleiadianEssentials.com. You can find me on Facebook at Divine Essentials or Pleiadian Essentials. Those are 2 pages. My name is Bridget Rau, and I think that's it. Oh, my email. It is divinessential@gmail.com. Have a great night. Have a great Pleiadian lineup.